In this video, we'll be going over order preferences. Now, we briefly touched upon order preferences in a previous video, but we'll be going into much more detail here. So to access the order preferences, we can click on Configure, Preferences, and then we click on the Orders tab. And you'll notice here, the first field is a Create Order is set to a single click. So by clicking once with the left mouse button on the price axis on the chart, it will bring an order on the chart, but it will not submit the order. You would have to click on T for transmit. By default, the order ticket will not show. We can decide to show the order ticket if we wish or not. Of course, we can change from single click to either none or right click. And unlike create order, auto submit, that allows us to, in this case, if we double click, we don't need to click the T to transmit the order. It'll automatically be auto submitted. Let's try a few things here. Let's first try the single click. The single click, you'll notice that the order has been placed on the chart but has not been transmitted. We would have to click on the T to transmit the order. So in this case, let's just click on D to discard. Now for auto submit, if we double click, you'll notice that there's no T. It's already been submitted. Okay, so let's click C to cancel. Now let's go back, configure preferences, orders. This time, let's enable the show order ticket. So if we click once, you'll now see the order ticket. And from here, we can either attach some orders, we can click submit, or discard. Let's click discard for now. Let's go back. Orders. That was price access trading, which is enabled. As we can see here, it's selected. And we also have buy sell box trading, which is selected. Now, if we were to turn this off, and we'll turn this one off, and we'll click apply and OK, I can now not place a trade from the price axis. And also from the buy sell boxes, if I try to initiate a trade, I cannot initiate a trade. Let's go back, configure, preferences, orders. The confirm closing reversing positions. This will display a confirmation dialog when clicking on the close button or on the reverse button for a position. So let's take a look at that. So if we go in at market, we now have a position. If we close a position, we now have a confirmation to close a position. I'm just going to click no for now. If we click reverse, we also get the confirmation. And I will also click no for now. Let's go back. Configure, preferences, orders. Here we have show client OCO warning. This displays a warning when placing a client OCO order. Some brokers do not support server-side OCO orders. In these cases, MotiveWave will simulate the OCO order on the client side. We also have here show client attach warning. Similar to the option that we just discussed, which is the OCO warning, the client attach warning will display a warning to remind you that the attached order is a client order and it's not submitted to the server initially. So let's take a look at that. Actually, let's go back, configure preferences, orders, and let's turn on the price access trading and the buy sell box trading. So now, if I were to place an order, and now we're to attach a limit and a stop, click submit, you'll now see the client side attach order warning. As you can see here, please note native attached orders are not supported for this broker. This type of order will be handled by the MotiveWave application. MotiveWave must be running and connected to the broker to ensure the attached order is submitted properly. So let's click OK. Let's just cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. Go back, configure preferences, orders. Here we have auto submit modified orders, and like the auto submit orders, we do not need to click the T to transmit the order for modified orders. So for example, if I replace an order here and submit, you'll notice now if I change it, I don't have to click on the T in order for it to transmit. As I move it, it will automatically be retransmitted. So let's go back to configure, preferences, orders. Here we have the option to send an email on a filled order. And this sends an email to the configured email address when an order is filled. Now you must configure your email settings in order for this to work. And the same with send email on rejected order. This sends an email to the configured email address when an order is rejected. And again, you need to have the configure preferences. Let's expand this out here. Email tab filled in order for that to work. Okay. Let's go back, configure, preferences, orders. Here we have the price axis key modifiers. And in this section may be used to customize what type of orders may be created from the price axis. So by default, with no key, you'll get a limit order. If you click the shift key, you'll get market order. The control key, stop order. And at the moment, control shift key is set to none. So let's take a look at the default, the shift, and the control. So you'll notice here by default, if you look at my cursor, my blue cursor, you'll notice that it's set to limit. If I click the shift key, it now changes to a market order. And if I click on the control key, it now changes to a stop order. So we can go back in here, and from here we have the option of changing this. So by default, if you wanted a stop order, then you can select stop order or any of the following orders listed here. The same would apply to the shift key, the control key, and control shift key. Okay, so that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next.